No, I want to figure out a way. We need to contact them, come up with a plan.
Well, I know how
and
to
have them
get to
fight
them.
each other. That's great.
I put a tracking stone in the...
You
butt?
stole one of Quigley's
You went and put a
tracking
tracking
stone?
stone in
No,
the
I
body?
put it in one of the potions.
Where'd you get a tracking stone?
You
Swiftwinds.
No.
I go and I start counting my stones.
I don't know that you ever counted them in the first place.
You dirty cheat, JimJam!
I say Swiftwinds will just give you more stones when you ask for them. We have an account with them. Quigley signed us all over up to it.
Yes, but they don't
Is that
like
true?
to do that stuff.
Yes, it's
I mean, he signed. Yeah, there was a document signed that said that. Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't need
Yeah, how
to do
did
any
you-
of that
were you
anymore. We
there with
have
us?
the magic box!
Were you there with us?
Magic.
Yes, but we need them in order to track the stone.
Yeah, but now we know where their location is. The Red Mask Mercenaries.
Yeah, that doesn't do us any good.
Why not? Don't they... Well, they usually... Based upon what Quigley told us before, I'm going to guess if we approach them and say, hey, we want to know the location of a tracking stone, what do we have to do that? They would probably have us do something for them.
And I'm assuming that when we waltz up to the Red Masked Mercenaries encampment, they're going to see Sir Crag, and they're going to start an all-out war with us.
Well, I didn't say we'd waltz up, but then we can send the Lunai people there.
What, so we're gonna make friends
But
with the
why
Lunai?
would they go there?
If we convince them that that's where we're headed.
You might be on to something.
Craig, you have a good idea. We could pit the two groups against each other. I'm just trying to help you out.
What if they joined forces and then we had to fight all of them?
You just have doubled your problem.
Quigley, you also bring up a valid point. I'm just saying it might be worth pursuing, because you know what? If Swiftwinds won't tell us how to get to the tracking stone, then we just won't do it.
Well, maybe we should talk to Mortfor first. Maybe get some more answers about what has happened with this vision.
Oh yeah, I'm all for that. We should
All
definitely
right.
talk to Mortifor.
Then maybe we could make a better plan after we have more information from Mortfor.
I was thinking we hire the Red Masked Mercenaries and we make it known that we have given them some pieces of woe to protect. And maybe Lunai goes over there and fights them and tries to destroy the pieces of woe that they don't really have.
This is not a good idea.
This is not a good idea? What did
No,
you...
this is not a good idea.
This is not a good idea.
I said this is not a good idea. If we separate the pieces of woe that we already have,
Did you not hear what I said?
yes, to keep them safe. What if they aren't kept safe?
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, what? Well, hold on. What exactly would we be paying them to do, Craig? Because we would have to pay them, right?
I guess, yeah. They need payment up front. I don't know how that works.
What do you take?
Usually payment up front if we can. I wonder how much they would charge for that. But we wouldn't give them the pieces. We would give them a box.
All right, listen.
shouldn't do
Charles
all this-
says, guys, seriously eat some lunch
Oh, it's
first.
breakfast.
But it's still breakfast time,
It's
so I
breakfast.
do.
Honestly, we're all trying to do
talking
this
right
on an
now.
empty
So,
stomach.
JimJam, can we start eating while we're talking?
We're hungry, Jim. Let's go somewhere to order some food.
We can't.
No, we're not going to order
Why
food.
can't
I'm
we
going
go
to eat my
I'm
ration.
looking at the stand right over there. Is there a food stand over there?
Yeah, there are food.
Let's
there are
here.
food
Let's go to the
stalls,
food
yes.
stand and get
Oh,
some food.
is there meat pies?
Yeah, there's
I
meat
thought,
pies.
meat
I thought
pies.
there were no food stands.
That's what
You can
You
get.
said there were no
Yeah, I
food. He
don't
was
believe
always
that.
asking
At
if
some
there
point
were...
established that there were no food stands in all of the town.
Someone moved it.
Look,
All right.
Clancy G, as he or she has already pointed out, Marcus is nothing if not helpful.
Meat pies.
All
Let's
right,
go to stand.
This is a
He's
good
definitely
idea.
nothing.
I'll go have a meat pie.
Me too.
Okay, so
Meat pies for breakfast.
it's gonna be for breakfast. If you guys want to eat out, it's gonna be 3 silver a piece.
Oh,
you
it's
get
not
a tasty
bad
meat pie.
at all.
It's delicious.
Magically delicious.
You hammer out your issues of the day.
Do we see them make the meat pies?
Well, he's got like a little steamer box, and he like pulls them out.
Okay, so they just go from there to us.
Yeah.
He doesn't mess with them at all.
No,
It's like
I
a
just
hot
want to
dog
know
stand.
if we're still liked or not. I'm not
We're definitely not liked.
sure
Do we get
about
looks?
that. I'm fuzzy on the whole
person-
make
good
a
bad
perception
thing.
check.
Are we getting looks? I'm gonna make a perception check. 19.
Whoa.
You have noticed, because you're used to people paying attention to you in town because
Yeah.
you guys were the heroes of the town and everybody was really interested. And you notice that there are people
different
still looking at you, but there's a difference. There's a look of disdain now on many people's faces, and most people when they meet your gaze, they turn away in a huff and move away.
All of us?
It's-
Even me?
Well, Crag is the one who's noticed this, so for Crag really is the issue.
Brian,
So after I have eaten, I stride boldly forward to the blacksmith.
Okay, so
Well,
quickly,
as he leaves.
quickly takes his last bite and just goes.
Hey, I yell, hey, hero, what's your plan to meet up afterwards?
I'll meet you at the historical archives.
Okay.
this is great that we're part of a team.
So you go to the blacksmith, yes?
Yes.
A place that you are very familiar with. You easily find your way there. The sound of the hammer against the anvil rings out through the streets. You approach Ash. She looks up, sees you coming, and turns back to her work.
Hello, Lady Ash. I was wondering if I might purchase something from you.
Very busy today.
Yes, I understand.
You Crag crapped over this whole thing.
This is very difficult, Sir Crag.
I'm not here.
Lady Ash, it would be quite a big order that I'm looking to place if you're interested.
Well, then I'm definitely not going to be able to do it because I'm very busy today.
All right. I also do have an extra shield that I'm looking to sell back. Would you be interested in buying back the spiky shield that you have sold me?
No.
All right, Lady Ash. Have a wonderful day.
Goes back to her work.
I am so angry. This is outside of game. I am just so angry with you.
For those of you not aware, last week,
No, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, yeah, 2 weeks ago, Crag took a dump in the middle of one of the inn rooms of one of the most well-respected and liked
In
people
Squiggly's room.
who, in the entirety of the town. So,
And then he peed on the door.
and then he
too.
peed on the
Then he peed on
door.
the
This was all
I missed
after
the
she
door.
had been kidnapped.
After she'd been
accosted,
kidnapped,
and then her
her
entire
inn was
establishment-
assaulted. There was blood. They were still cleaning up the blood when this happened, and the party response to that was, "Oh," and walked away. Except for Marcus, who tried to talk to her and failed miserably with a hideously poor
Butt tried.
diplomacy check.
Butt tried. Butt tried. Hashtag butt tried. Also, Brent B has pointed out that Quigley is full on bugs. He don't need no stinking meat pie.
That's true.
Been eating bugs all day. You're
who
fine.
needs meat pies when you got
Where
bugs?
do they go from this little...
That is an interesting question.
break.
Where do they go? I do believe earlier, Alex, you were saying that you wanted to head to Cadwell's.
Yes.
If I
Okay.
see them head to Cadwell's, I'll say, all right, so we'll see you guys at the archives later.
Crag, do you need to go to Cadwell's?
I hate that guy.
Craig hates Cadwell.
I hate that guy. What if I give you 80 gold to get me a cure light wounds? I don't want to see that guy.
All right.
I'm gonna hang out with my new friend,
What?
Oh, me?
my best friend.
Oh, good.
Craig, I've always just wanted to work together with you. I think we can resolve this Red Mass mercenary
We're gonna
thing.
be.
I think
best
that's
of friends.
definitely a bluff check. And
Wow.
that is 100% a bluff check.
I get...
Roll- I rolled a 2.
Yep, I bluffed him. 15 plus 4 is
All
19.
right.
But I don't need a bluff check because I.
He said a bluff check. He said it, God said it.
No, that's fine, but I don't trust him in anything that he does, and I think he's probably one of the worst people ever.
You took a
all
crap.
time.
We just
Of all
established what you... You know what? Never mind. That's all.
I took a crap because of.
This is all between me and God. Don't
So-
worry about this.
So, where you're going with Marcus?
Oh, yeah.
And you're going to Cadwell's?
We're gonna
hang out.
Okay. You get to Cadwell's. Soon after Quigley leaves, you storm off, realizing that there's nothing to be gained from standing near them and listening to their nonsense. You go to Cadwell's, you open the door, Cadwell looks up. He's standing at the counter. He looks up and sees you. He says, "Oh, well, welcome to Cadwell's."
I was wondering if I could purchase some vanish potions from you.
Need more of those, do you?
Yes.
Yes.
Drink one. For
Well-
no reason.
I could provide you one for 90 gold.
May I have, what's your price for 2?
180 gold.
All right, I'll buy 2 for 180 gold.
Excellent.
And a Cure Light's Wound.
105 gold.
Why did your price go so far up?
Well, supplies have been hard to come by in these times, and I can't afford to provide discounts to everyone. So,
Is it because of my group?
what?
I had nothing to do with someone's actions.
I'm only a merchant telling you the price of my wares. You're welcome not to buy, or as you wish.
Diana quits. She quits.
No. All right, I say, all right, the 2 vanish potions will do, but thank you.
180 gold.
And I give you 180 gold.
Hope to see you again soon, though I imagine with these vanish potions, nobody will. Haha.
All right, have a good day.
You as well.
Well, everyone seems defeated, but I'm about to go succeed.
How? No one likes us.
Because I'm with my best friend.
Just to...
Craig and me.
Do you intend to go anywhere specific after the blacksmith?
He said he was meeting us at.
You just... Oh, well, I just want to make sure, because you could...
Historical archive.
So, okay. So you guys get to the archives.
Wait, I wanted to walk and talk for a second.
Okay, yeah, walk and talk by all means. I wouldn't want to interrupt this rousing discussion that's certain to happen.
So have you gotten the feeling that people in town hate us?
I look around.
I mean, now that Craig points it out, you do seem to be getting quite a few dirty looks from people. People you've never met. People you don't even know.
Yeah. I notice a look from the guy that we bought food from earlier.
Yeah. Hang on. I see somebody passing by. I say, excuse me, do you know what time it is?
And they keep walking for a few steps.
The time. Do you have the time?
It's still morning. Not yet noon. I don't know the exact hour.
Thank you. That seemed less than enthused. Craig, I don't mean to remind you, but
I know exactly what it is. You don't have to remind me. I'm just wondering if there's a way we could pay off my debt.
well,
I wonder how much gold it would take to mend bridges.
Craig, I'm certainly in favor of that if that's the route you want to go, but I have a question for you. Do you think that Maisie would accept gold? Like, I mean, obviously she wants to get paid, but like you are a man of honor. You have a code. Would you? Had someone done that to you, would you
I'd probably
get over it?
killed them.
This would have been over in a totally different way.
Yeah.
Speaking of being over in a different way, Kelly G has pointed out to Alex that she could have drank the Vanish Potion and steal other potions she needs.
That's a great idea, but I really don't want the town to really, really hate us. I know they hate us, but I don't want to do that.
And Matthew B has pointed out, are there watchmakers in this world, or is it just like, are they just vague?
There are mechanical watches, but they're very rare. They are typically, you have not seen any in Trapsborough. You know that there are timekeeping devices that are clockwork, but they're very rare, very expensive.
Are
Typically,
there magical devices to tell time?
there are
as well?
magical devices. There are magical ways to tell time too. Yes.
Okay. So, Craig, if that's what you want to do, but she's, well, was going to say she's one person, but then again, she's one person, and that somehow managed to get, well, that guy and her and
pretty much everyone.
Yeah, everybody here. So
We might have to.
I tried to apologize to her. You know, when you guys all just turned around and walked away. But she was not happy about that. Because then there was, I think it was the matter of, you know, then we just kind of just pivoted, just turned and walked around. Quigley, the first one to do it, actually. The one guy, the heart of the team.
I'm trying to make my way back to them at some point.
Is there anywhere specific you would like to go after Cadwell's?
No, I'm heading to the archives.
Okay,
Where they
so
are.
everybody will meet back at the archives in a moment here.
Can I just say Charles P. says Crag and Marcus bonding is B-A-E, Bay.
Yeah. Well,
Cute.
Put my hand on her shoulder. Good luck with this whole searching for forgiveness thing, and
I'm just saying we might have to move to another town.
well,
I think people are going to stop selling to us. Things are going to happen.
well, I mean, I'm the leader now, Crag, and I mean,
Sure.
I had said before I was the leader that we should go to a different town. But, you know. We at the archives?
Yeah, make it to the archives.
Good.
That was a Leera moment. Are we there yet? Great.
You make it to the archives. It is much as you left it.
Yes.
You open the door.
What?
You find Penelope is where she usually is, standing at one of the first desks that is in the room, poring over one of the many tomes kept in the Trapsborough's historical archives. What do you do?
Penny,
Yes,
it's good to see you.
good to see you.
How are things?
Better for me.
How so?
Well, I mean, compared to you guys. You guys haven't heard?
Oh,
Oh.
What
I
should
don't know
we
what
heard?
you did, but you better solve that problem quick.
well, we're open to suggestions.
I don't. For whatever reason Maisie's upset with you, you've got to make that right.
What have you heard as far as the reason that she'd be upset?
Well, she made it well known that you were disrespectful savages, that you were not to be trusted, that you were hateful, that you were destructive, and just in a general sense.
So she's a pretty truthful person. Good. What have you found out in the tomes?
Well, we did find a place you may be interested in. Mortifor informed me that there was a space owned some 150 years or so by a very wealthy man who very likely dabbled in quite a bit of magic. It is a place that Mortifor said he always had meant to investigate himself, but had never quite gotten around to it. Though you may want to talk to him a little more in depth because he seemed quite leery about giving you this information for your safety. So you have that
Understood.
avenue to pursue. You were specifically asking him about
Yes.
that. What else did you ask about? I forget all the various questions. Like you had some specific
Oh,
questions.
dude, I had a ton of
Yeah.
questions. You forgot them all?
Forgot some of them.
Oh, can we scry him? Can we scry Madnik?
Oh, yes, you wanted to know if you could scry Madnik. He has not been able to locate Madnik yet. Though he feels that Madnik is alive. Madnik is still somewhere on this plane. But Madnik is hidden in a specific way that Mortifor feels that he can break through, but will take time, as there is a specific effort being made to hide his location. Whether it's being made by Madnik or by someone close to him has not been determined. But
Well, let's bring Mortifor out. Let's all talk. Can we all talk?
sure, yeah, I can go get it.
Okay, can you go get Mortifor?
She goes.
Jim talks to himself.
She goes and she gets the crystal ball and she brings it back and plops it down on the counter.
Great, so Crystal Ball's there.
She starts
Stop
tapping
saying-
on it.
Well, don't tap it. Mortifor, you there?
What?
Oh, there's that pleasant dulcet tones. We're back. We had some mild success with the tomb. We found it.
What did you find?
A tomb and there were various creatures, puzzles, located within a fountain full of water that
Usually are. That's good.
that when drank caused one of our party members to no longer want to ever leave the fountain, and it appeared to heal him completely.
Interesting. Defense mechanism. Quite insidious, and I can respect that, yes. But you obviously managed to overcome it. Did you have to kill your friend?
Almost.
No, we just kind of knocked him out, and he seems maybe a little more hostile now, but no worse for the wear.
Oh, well, excellent. Sounds like that went swimmingly for you.
Yeah, and then also, funny little thing happened. The ghost of the fifth priest was there.
So it was a direct contact, then.
Very direct.
Well, I mean, because you mentioned one of your friends had a vision. It wasn't, in fact, it must have been a direct telepathic contact. Very interesting. Must be very powerful to be able to reach outside of the tomb. I would imagine there are some
Well, he went inside
implications
too.
of that.
He had some inside. He inserted. He became possessed.
Possession.
Jesus.
Sorry, Freudian slip. He possessed. Marcus knows who Freud is, by the way.
Roll for that.
Okay, maybe Adam does. So it's hard to distinguish between the two. You guys have told me this. So there was a possession. He possessed our fifth party member who had the vision, spoke through her, and now she is unconscious. Not immediately after, but the next morning she's unconscious. Unresponsive.
And she might die,
Okay.
but that doesn't fit. I think she'll be okay. But she might die. But I think she'll be okay.
Are we there?
Well, he.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
you would
yeah.
This, you've
gotten there?
you would have gotten there. At this point, you actually right now, as Marcus
You hear
is
that?
leaning over a crystal ball, talking to it when you walk through the door.
Say there was also he wanted us to bring him the aspects of woe, claiming that he could end the whole thing and destroy woe or the art. Destroy woe or destroy the artifacts. I don't remember which one. I don't remember which one he said, but he then told us to take items which consist of a pearl, this pearl, and somebody had a shield. That shield.
A shield and a
I
staff.
gave
And
you the
there was
pearl.
a staff.
Yeah.
Oh, who has the staff?
It was
I
Leera.
do. I'm
Oh.
carrying the backpack.
I don't think she keeps her staff in her backpack.
Well, I've taken all of her things for safekeeping from you.
Did you? Hold on. Sorry, just trying to clarify. You took all the things that you had just laid out in the house too?
She didn't have everything laid out. It was all neatly packed in her backpack, and it was tied up to it on the side.
He has a.
It probably would have, realistically, it probably would have been fairly organized because you guys got back into the house. She would have gone to bed. All
believe
of her
it's-
traveling things certainly would. Like you guys even haven't made much of a home there. All of her stuff probably would be.
A bindle?
Yeah,
So he's got a bindle. He's got the staff.
it would probably be. Yeah,
Nice.
probably
Good.
be very easy to just scoop up.
And
her
apparently
things.
that staff.
Yes.
2 staffs.
Very interesting. Well, the spirit, I think your friend will be fine. She probably won't die then. At least not through willful action of the spirit. Though if the spirit, if the possession somehow had an unintended effect, well, what you can be sure of, in a matter of speaking, is that if your friend dies, that was not the spirit's intention, though it will probably be directly caused by the spirit. So,
It's good
There's
to get
that.
those kind of clarifiers.
well, yes, intention is very important when you talk about these things.
Definitely,
It's not
absolutely.
murder, really. It's just manslaughter.
Manslaughter.
Yes. Womanslaughter. I mean,
Yeah,
see.
right. Well, good talk about that one. So you mentioned a place that perhaps we could
yes,
go.
you were asking about
Yeah.
expanding your repertoire.
Yeah.
In my day, when I was researching, I did discover that relatively near the town, though a few days' journey, there is an old estate. A noble family once lived there. But this was a place of terrible tragedy in the end. In fact, most of the records that I found only led to a certain date, and then I found evidence that all records of this family and the events that transpired at the end of their reign over the territory were expunged purposely and almost completely. There was a man, Eli Plinth, who built an estate. If you were to cross the Little Fram and travel 2 to 3 days east, you would find this place. I can have Penelope draw up a map for you if you would like at some point. It was said that he dabbled in magic, but he was not a very powerful wizard in his own right. He was a hobbyist. He collected items of power, dabbled in abilities beyond him, and it is said, in what records I was able to ascertain, that he went mad. And that is where the story stops, quite on purpose, as whatever events transpired because of that madness were burned from the record, quite literally. I believe that this noble bloodline was rooted out by the powers that be at the time. And that whatever occurred, based on the magics that the man was dealing with, if any of it still lingers and remains, you would be well advised not to travel there without significant preparation. I myself never managed to investigate, though I had wanted to, because I had not collected what I felt were appropriate resources. Though the 5 of you seem quite headstrong and perhaps...
4 of us.
Well, as I'm
of
sure,
right now.
I don't think your friend will die, so, you know.
It's the positive thought that really draws us to you, Ward4. How can we help you scry Madnik?
I don't believe I require any help from you specifically unless you have something that belongs to him, but even if you did, you couldn't get it to me, so...
More to 4?
Well, we could get it to you if you just help me get it to you on the other plane.
So I'm not exactly on another plane right now. But I'm nowhere near you.
You built another extra-dimensional space?
Why would you only have one? I thought you and I were of the same mind here. I was under the impression that there was a good chance you would end all of creation, so I certainly didn't leave myself one rabbit hole to go to. That would be ridiculous and stupid, which I am not, either of them.
Thanks, Jim. Thanks for making me real. Yeah, all right.
wait.
Do you know what these items are? Can you identify from where you're at?
No, I would need to study the items themselves. Are you talking about the ones that were given to you by the spirit that may or may
Yes.
not kill you?
Yes.
But not on
Yes.
purpose. On accident. No, I would need direct access, as you should well know.
Right, okay.
Have you made an attempt to ascertain the purpose?
Yeah, but I was going to do it again today.
Okay, well, carry on then.
Good, I will. Thanks.
More to 4?
So helpful.
You said you needed something from Madnik. Modal.
If you had something that belonged to him that he was in close contact with, and I had possession of it,
So I reach into my pocket and pull out the mug.
You are a pimp.
Yeah,
She's got a pimp cup.
Alex, he doesn't have... He's talking through a crystal ball?
Yeah. He can see, though, can he?
Can
or
you
no?
see it?
Yeah, you need to examine it.
I personally need to examine it.
You're not Mortifor that I know of.
no. If I were to physically possess an item belonging to him when I did
More
the scrying,
possession.
it would help me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But-
Okay. All right.
You had mentioned wanting to take a closer look at Crag's hammer. Well, here it is.
Well, he can't look at it, can he?
He can look at it.
Well, that's why I brought my cup out.
Well, it was a really nice cup.
I tried.
So,
Wait a minute, I believe
wait.
there was a hammer mentioned. Where's the hammer?
Right here.
Excellent. hold it up to the glass.
Oh, so he can see.
Oh, okay. Excellent, yes. That's very old. Where did you get it?
It's been in my family. I got it from my father.
It likely goes back much farther than even your father knows.
So, Squire Quigley has been holding in
Is it a
a
fart?
lot of pee.
Is it
I've been holding in.
Is it a squiggly squirt?
I've been holding in a squiggly squirt.
Aw, that was a fart.
I gotta go.
Are you
I
really?
gotta go.
All right.
We lost him.
Oh my goodness.
It's too much.
This is real?
This is real. This is live, folks.
It's all live. This is all
Okay.
happening now.
You just saw Quigley have a serious disaster.
I have to be
okay,
too, you know.
that's what happens when you drink 3 Diet Cokes.
That's
it
what's
empty?
in his
That's
cup.
empty.
That's what he drinks all
That's
the
pretty
time.
much empty.
Wow.
Yeah. Here.
Wow.
Oh, he's drinking.
Oh, he's
Root
got
beer,
root beer this time.
root beer.
Good. All right. Great.
Anyway,
Did you know, Greg, that the pieces of your hammer are missing?
No.
Indeed, yes. There are runes missing. You notice the brass nubs on the head, yes.
I look at Craig before he finishes, and I say, "Those are magical, Craig."
ooh, magic hammer.
Hammers like this, if you were to find the runes that are missing and replace those, because those are not part of the original piece, if you were to find the rune nubs and replace the ones that you're carrying, you would find that your hammer has quite a few secrets. It is likely a personalized weapon. I couldn't tell you exactly which runes you need to find, or how they would affect the weapon, but I can tell you that if you were to come across any, you should let me know how that works out for you. I'd be very interested to know.
So Craig has like an infinity gauntlet. This is awesome.
Jim.
Yes.
Nope, not Jim. Mortifor.
Yes.
Mortifor, could I try my hand at scrying the runes? In other words, I have the hammer. Could I find missing pieces of the hammer?
It is likely that as you investigate more of these old sites, as this indeed, as I believe, as I told you before, a very ancient weapon, very likely dating back to Woe's reign during the Crusades, Lunai's Crusades,
The Last Crusade?
the last Crusade, yes.
It's
You
it's
would
come on,
find
roses for
one of the best ones.
you would find them, I would guess, in sites of that age. Whether you could suss them out yourself is unlikely because I don't know exactly which runes. They would be specific items.
I just want to scry something, Jim.
I know you want to scry.
Oh, so you just want to, just put your, get as close to that camera
Just
as
so you
can,
know,
and then
Charles says, does Quigley realize because this is live, we can all time him?
everything come out okay?
Yeah, are you okay?
Whew, that was what one might call an emergency.
Yeah.
He feels better!
Good to have you back, Quigley.
Oh, thank you. What did I miss?
You missed that Crag is
Hammer.
carrying an
Reveal.
Infinity Gauntlet hammer.
It's a magic hammer. It could be a
the
magic
nubs
hammer.
on Crag's hammer are not
Missing
originally
stones.
part of the
Runes.
weapon, and they can be
Magical
replaced by
runes. It
runes.
would be a magical
I
hammer.
look at Craig and I say, didn't I tell you I could make your hammer magical?
Oh.
He's always taking credit for everyone else's work.
Mortifor told me that he needed to see your hammer before we left. And I just tried to make that happen. And now I made it happen for you.
Great.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Craig. Normally that's followed with a, or
Great.
even prefaced with a,
Great.
no, we'll try. I won't spell it out for you because I know you can't spell. But it starts with thank and ends with Marcus.
I was wondering if there's any reason for me to be here still, or whether you were quite finished.
Do you know how we could defeat the spirit?
broken.
Your stream is not frozen, everyone. Remember, share this episode on Facebook. Use the hashtag dragons and stuff. If you share it, you do it publicly. It's on Facebook. You use the hashtag dragons and stuff. You're automatically entered to win
Be a
prize
winner.
bundle from Paizo as well as Sirenscape. It is amazing. It's awesome, and it could be yours.
I don't know the precise methods. I can tell you that it is likely if you were to want to destroy a spirit, it is likely you would require powerful magic. It is likely that you would want to have powerful defenses against magic. And it is likely that you would want to be prepared for a very long, hard-fought victory.
But if we defeated the spirit, the prophecy could not come true, correct?
Unless
Unless Jim does something.
Unless that was part of the
that
prophecy
was the point of
all
the
along.
prophecy. Indeed, there is the very likely option that you are meant to destroy Woe rather than bring him together. It is likely that
Well, okay,
Basically-
So one version is Woe comes together,
Or doesn't know.
destroys the world.
No.
yes,
Okay? Another version,
No. There's one version. It's whatever we do, that's what happens. That's the version.
simple barbarian. That doesn't.
a fatalist.
So another version is we destroy it.
Oh, I don't know what would happen after that. It could be bad, it could be good.
Whatever we do, that is the prophecy.
So, once
Or
again,
what about the third version where we bring it to the priest who
But
was a priest?
that is where we get an interesting result, because I don't believe that is part of the prophecy. Indeed, the fifth priest was exiled before the prophecy was sealed, but he obviously knew about it
Oh.
and perhaps exerted some sort of posthumous influence on it.
Oh.
Indeed, that may be why there are 5 of you. Perhaps in some small way he was able to actually influence the fabric of the prophecy to his own designs, or perhaps he is simply existing in such a state that he can reach out and attempt
Touch
to
it,
influence
can
it
reach
through
out.
mundane means. But
See, Lord Marcus, it's not all doom and gloom. There's
But
another option.
this fifth priest was not part of the prophecy. He did not seal it. He was not part of the magic that broke Woe into his aspects. So I would be interested to know what his goals are and what his influence over this is.
how do we find that out?
Well, you spoke to him, yes?
Oh, he didn't
Yeah.
kill us.
Well, that's one thing. He clearly wants something from you. Where is the one who was possessed? You said she's...
She's at the
Incapacitated.
church
He's
of
at the
Percival
church
right
in
now.
Percival.
She's unconscious.
Perhaps there will be more answers when she awakens. If she's
Yeah.
had some direct contact with the spirit,
All right.
it could be that now she is possessed.
Well, we'll
with
see you
something.
next week,
Yeah, next-
everybody.
So why
Next
don't
week,
we
guys.
focus on goals at hand? For instance, everyone hates us. And I do believe... I'm not trying to blame
Wait,
anyone.
what happened?
Well, I went to Lady Ash to try and buy some more armor so that we could be even more ferocious in battle. And-
Again,
You
are we
can be-
done with me? I can leave.
You're always there. You don't leave. Just do what you do, Mortifor.
Excellent.
Click.
I don't like the mischievous look that you gave when you said excellent.
So Ash.
I hold up the pearl.
Yes.
I say, if you guys give me a couple minutes, I can try to figure these things out.
Sure.
That's fine.
All right.
So you're saying Ash
what's going on with Ash?
gave you the cold shoulder?
Oh, yes. She said, pretty much
Uh-huh.
F word off.
What did she say?
Well, she said, I'm very busy. And then I was like, well, I do have a big order. I would like to get something. I mean, I was going to pay her quite a bit of money. And she was like, then I definitely don't have time for you. So, Crag, I think you might need to stand up on a pedestal, shout to the world that I pooped in Squire Quigley's room, and then let everyone throw vegetables at
That
you
sounds
for a while.
like the perfect solution
Craig,
to
if
this
you
problem.
absolve all of us from it, we can at least still have
Can I-
dealings in
we
town.
could say
Cadwell also hates us too because he wanted to charge me 120 gold pieces for a Cure Light's Wound.
what?
Yeah, this you gotta do something, Crad.
Well, what did you buy
Pooped
from
in
it?
my room,
wait,
Sir
wait.
Greg.
Why do I have to do something?
Because you pooped in my room.
Did you buy the Cure Light wounds?
What?
Did you buy the Cure Light wounds?
I didn't buy it. I had to buy Vanish potions because obviously I'm good at vanishing at the right time.
Yeah. How much did you spend on the Vanish potion?
I don't remember.
I believe 45 was the number of the original Vanish potion, or
I believe you
55.
spent around 50. Yeah.
Oh,
55.
I didn't remember at the time.
I said, well, you didn't spend more than 55.
Anyway, we need to either play Game of Thrones style and you get naked and go through the town. We say shame, shame on you.
Ooh, we could all start it.
Yes. Or put you on a pedestal.
I'm okay with it.
No, but seriously, we need to do something. No one likes us.
Well, what I was going to tell Maisie initially was that he just got really drunk and had an accident. And
So
that's
you
what that
want to
was.
place the blame on someone else?
That's what
Greg,
you always
I
do.
believe that you need to accept the consequences of your actions.
What kind?
and
We're
go-
accepting them right now.
Yes,
no one
but
will deal
we
with us.
are accepting the consequences of your actions, not our own actions. I believe you must go apologize and find some way to make it up to Lady Mason.
Maybe we
A
can
hero.
clean. Maybe all of us can clean the inn for her.
A hero would do the honorable thing. A true leader would show, like I did when I apologized for the group after you all turned and walked away, which quickly, that was really rough, that the heart of our group would just turn around and walk away.
The heart was broken because Sir Craig pooped in my room.
It is all Craig's fault. Gregory says 180 gold for both vanishes, I think. That's the point I think I was trying to drive at there, Gregory.
Gregory.
Also, Brent had mentioned that we just turned the magic 8-ball over and Mortifor will go away. So. Says come back later.
No, but we need to do something for the town. Because we were the heroes
Maybe
of
if
this
we
town.
just go talk
We
to Lady
need
Macy,
to
she
do
might
anything.
have something for us to do in order to make it up to her.
You need to talk to her because she's not going to talk to the rest of us.
All right.
I'll
You're
meet you
the
at
most
Mouse and
likable.
Moth. I'm going to go to Cadwell's first.
All right.
What are you going to do at Cadwell's? He's going to...
I leave and I start making my way to
I'll meet you at the Mouse and Moth.
And I'm
Mouse and
going.
Moth.
I'm going
Okay.
with my new best friend.
Okay. Quigley, I'll deal with you first.
Yes.
You get to the Mouse and Moth. Jonathan is still standing guard outside.
I forgot that.
You forgot about that, didn't you? You forgot.
Oh, he puts me in such a bad mood the entire time. He talks so slow and he's the worst person in the entire world.
To be clear, any new viewers, what Jonathan did
No, he did not
was
just
talk.
start with.
was
Well-
talk. That was it. He talked
No,
to Quigley
no,
and
no,
did his
no,
job.
No, he wouldn't let
He
Squiggly.
wouldn't let me
let
do
him in.
anything
He
that I
wouldn't
wanted
let
to.
a private citizen into the jail.
That I brought the prisoner to.
Okay? And that's his transgression that you're going to
No,
slit
there
his
are
throat?
many. There are many.
Yeah, that
He
was-
doesn't even like him either.
I don't like him either, but I didn't say I was going to slit his throat.
Oh, you know. All right. I say, Jonathan, I need you to move, please. I would very much like to talk to Lady Macy. It can be out here, but I need to talk to Lady Macy.
Well, I can't let you in. But after your
So slow.
gift that you gave earlier, I think it might be appropriate for me to go inside
I was doing this.
and let her know that you're interested in establishing
Great, Jonathan.
relations with her
just
of a
great,
diplomatic sort.
Great, Jonathan. Just going to do it. Just do it.
I will, but I have to have your word
Jonathan, you have my word!
that you won't try to enter
Jonathan,
if I leave my post
Jonathan?
because I'm standing guard, specifically with instructions not to let you or any one of your group enter Lady Maze's establishment.
Does anyone else on the chat now want to be Team Jonathan? He's the worst. I mean, quite literally, Jonathan is the worst.
Quite literally, Jonathan is actually a viewer-submitted picture as well. So if you are a viewer and you would like to be featured in our action cam
As one of the most
as one of the most hated people, or Scott was the ghost last week.
That's true.
Jonathan is played by Curtis, I believe. Curtis sent us his photo, and our Photoshop wizards turned him into Jonathan. So maybe,
Hero of the town.
You don't want to send your photo.
Hero of the town,
But he is a hero of the town.
award-winning
He's got a medal.
Jonathan.
He's got a medal, so...
So, yes. Jonathan, if you would please do those things, I will stay right here. I am not going inside because I am a true and noble squire.
Excellent. That sounds fair, and I approve of the terms of this particular deal. So I will now go inside and talk to Maisie on your behalf. And he turns around and goes inside.
As soon as he is out of earshot, I say, yes, I'm a true and noble squire, unlike you, good sir.
John C. is complimenting you on the Shatner pauses. He loves it.
Ah, excellent. I'm glad. I'm happy to serve.
There were about 8 times that I thought that conversation was over, and I was just going to ram him through with my blade.
No.
You guys, in the length of time that conversation takes, you easily make it to Cadwell's.
Any talk that you wanted to have with me?
No.
Okay, well, I want to have one with you.
Sure.
I say, you know, Craig, it really hurts me that you don't trust me. You don't.
Those of you that don't know, Lord Marcus is Sir Craig's Jonathan. I mean, it's very clear that is the relationship.
You know, I wanted to make your hair magical. I wanted to help you out. I told you I could do it.
But you can't.
I knew how. Now you're dealing with semantics of the sentence. Sentence structure. It's fine. I told you.
Alex, where were you going?
Did I not tell you I could do it?
I guess
Sure.
I'm with these two.
You're gonna be with. Okay, so
Yeah,
you're
I'm just
along
kinda
for that
So
one.
behind.
why won't you just
Just
acknowledge
rolling my
me?
eyes and kind of behind.
Okay,
She's pulling an Alex.
just pulling an Alex.
You know, now I see what Quigley goes through. Just constantly vying for your affection. This is just terrible. All right. Well, good. That's stoic, non-responsive. That's standard. I believe that's look number 4. Okay. Excellent.
Make it to Cadwell's. You open
Fantastic.
the door. Cadwell is, as always, standing behind the counter. He looks up when he sees you. Welcome to Cadwell's.
Cadwell, the heroes have returned.
How can I help you today?
I'm here to collect my invisibility potion.
All right. You can have it.
Just like that.
Well, no, there is, of course, the matter of payment. The other half of the deposit.
Yes. I believe I have my receipt here. 100 gold pieces.
Yep, that was the deal.
Excellent.
Why don't you get another one?
Now, Cadwell, if I did need you to make another potion of invisibility, when could I pick that up by?
Well, I'm rather low on supplies these days, so you guys have been buying quite a lot of potions, and while I appreciate the business, it has put quite a strain on my stock, so it would be a while.
Okay, you think like a week?
Certainly. Though I'm afraid I couldn't do it for the same low price that I was able to for the first time.
Well, now that's unfortunate. What are we talking, like 215?
Oh, it would be closer to 350.
Told you.
Well, but we had our 10% discount, right?
Well, I do find that I'm unable to afford to offer discounts to anyone at this time.
Cut the crap, Cadwell. You know exactly what this is about.
This is a great way to deal with it, too. Talking more about crap.
Let's see how this plays out.
So if we make it up to Maisie, you give us back our discount and start charging us more reasonable, more reasonable prices than you're trying to pull over on us now.
Well, I think you'll find that the prices that I charge are always reasonable. Alchemy
don't
is a very
find that at all.
complex. The arcane science that goes into it is quite complex, and many of the ingredients that I work with are extremely rare and valuable. And it's not simply a matter of mixing a little bit of this and a little bit out of that, and poof, miracles occur. This is something that I have studied my entire life, and I stand by the craftsmanship of each and every one of my concoctions. And I think you will find that you will find no one else in the realm able to concoct a more powerful, potent, and efficient alchemical formula than I.
Not even Simon?
Simon is a learned man in his own right, but he studies a slightly different field than me, and I respect him, and he does fine work. But in terms of consumer goods, this is the best quality you'll find. If we're talking about being reasonable, of course, I'm certain that's something that you're all well versed in. So you should know that, indeed, I have done my very best to provide you the deals that heroes deserve.
You're full of crap.
Word on the street is you're not, at least.
No, I am right now.
Oh, no.
Oh, should I take a crap on Cadwell's floor? Should I seal the deal?
Roll the dice.
No.
I'm just asking. That was asking myself.
I'm all for it.
No!
Adam's all for it.
No, the whole town's gonna hate us. Come on.
Go for it.
Brent
They
B
do
says
now.
we have no public restroom, Crag, but what you don't understand, Brent, is that all of public is the restroom when Crag is around.
I'm not going to do that.
Just out of curiosity, does Jonathan shop here?
Often the town guard, they tend to not order from me very much, as the
The prices are
prices
too high.
are a little high
Oh.
for the needs of the many guards. They prefer to deal with Swiftwinds, as they have a contract with them that it is their own business. Swiftwinds does carry potions, but I guarantee you will not be as satisfied with the results. Though, we're all free citizens to spend coin and operate businesses as we choose.
Well, Cadwell, I'm sure you've heard the stories of what transpired, as Crag has alluded to that. Clearly, Crag was at fault for those actions that he took, but you would not take away such a solid working business relationship that we had over those events that transpired at the Mouse and Moth. Could I still get your more than reasonable rates that you were offering previous for the spell components?
You'll find that most of my supplies are used up at the moment. When I receive a shipment of excess materials,
A shipment?
once I have an excess of materials, perhaps we can discuss how that surplus can be utilized by adventurers such as yourself.
Are you interested in purchasing?
What do you
Get
have?
him a call.
I pull out the magical incense.
What is it?
I say it's incense.
Excellent. I can't say I have a need for incense at this time.
Oh, I didn't identify it, did I?
Good job, Marcus.
Poop.
So
Literally.
it's just dirt to you.
All right, yeah, I'll take it back, and I'll be like, all right, well, we'll talk later, Cadwell. Let's go find Quigley at the Mouse and Moth.
Damon G. Join us next week when our group has been run out of yet another town.
Everyone
going to the Mouse and
hates
Moth.
us.
Okay, Quigley. Jonathan returns a moment later and leads you, he says to you, follow me around back.
All right.
Lady Maisie will speak to you.
whenever I'm around Jonathan, I have my hand on my sword hilt, but in a very, in a way that I...
Yeah, it's casual.
Casual.
Everything looks so casual when you're
Super
near
casual.
Jonathan.
Trust him.
He leads you around the rear. There's a rear door at the kitchens. And
Yes.
you find that Maisie is standing there. She has her
Does she have a
arms crossed
bucket
over
full
her
of poop and just
chest.
toss it?
Ew.
Says, I hear
Mom.
you have a message for me.
Excuse me.
First of all, hello, Lady Maisie. I know you're not very happy to see me, but I am quite delighted to see you.
Really, you weren't very concerned at all about whether you saw me or not the other day.
I'm very sorry about how I behaved in the whole incident. I was quite angry with my good Sir Crag. He, well, there's no one to blame but myself. I let my emotions get a hold of me, and I'm very sorry for that, and I did not even think of your emotions in that time, and for that I do apologize.
I'm gonna roll a diplomacy check, and because you preceded this with gifts at the beginning of the day, you got a +2. And because you seemed rather heartfelt, you can add an additional +2.
Wait, I seem heartfelt all the time!
But you're a known liar.
11
That's so
Plus
cute.
four.
plus 4,
four.
15 plus 4. Yes, I can't tell on this new
Diplomacy.
sheet. It's not very...
No, here.
Plus 4, yes.
Okay,
So
quickly,
19.
Can I see your new sheet?
Well, it's just that
It's right in
they're not
there.
very they don't
Straight, they're
quite
not
line up
cross.
correctly.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that, though late, you have, it seems, some rather honest remorse about this whole thing. Though I find it troubling that you are the only one here, and that certainly the man you claim is responsible is not here.
Lady May.
But it speaks to your good character that you have made the effort.
They were worried that if all of us came as a group, that we would not get an audience with you. They thought since you and I seemed to have a nice kinship when we were still living with you, that you might be more apt to see me first off. I am certain that if I can bring the rest of my group to meet with you, they would all be very apologetic as well.
Well, you know, if that's what they want to do, if they feel that way, then, you know, I might be open to listening to that, hearing what they have to say about it.
All right. Perfect. So I will go and fetch them and bring them back straight away.
Excellent. I'll be here.
So I go leave and I start running through the streets, just searching for them.
Okay. Okay. You go running for, and you knew that they were going to Cadwell's, so you know the most direct way to get there. Are you guys doing anything else specific after Cadwell's?
Going to Mouse and Moth.
Okay.
Yeah, we're walking.
So you meet up in town, in the streets. As you meet and begin making your way towards, I assume, the Mouse and Moth? Is
Yes.
that your next? So
Yes.
as you make your way towards the Mouse and Moth, you begin to hear screaming in the streets. It must be dozens of people. And within seconds, you see a rush of those people running headlong towards you down the street, all moving in a single direction, all with terrified looks on their faces. What do you do?
Draw my sword and shield and start running towards the direction that they are headed.
Cast
Okay,
Mage Armor.
Away from where they
right.
are.
Do we hear this?
Oh yeah, everybody together, like you all
Are we together now?
Yeah, you guys meet up, and as you are starting to head back, that's when you hear the screaming and the stampede of fleeing
Oh, yeah.
townspeople.
Running towards the
Same
cries.
here.
I cast Mage Armor.
You cast Mage Armor. You
then
draw a
I-
weapon.
Charging in.
Pursue.
At a market, for Marcus reasons.
For Marcus reasons, I go with Marcus speed.
At
at
Marcus
the ready.
speed. Okay, Alex.
I'm gonna try and hide myself through the crowd, like sneaking up towards what's going on.
Okay, you just know that they will outpace you by a lot if you start sneaking. Like, you can do it, but they will just be farther ahead of you because you have to
All
move
right,
slowly.
I'll run.
It's up to you.
No, it's okay. I'll run
As long
behind
as you be
Craig.
aware. Okay,
She's hidden behind.
three of you
Craig.
begin running. One of you more casually, some might say more cautiously,
Jogging.
more
It's a
coward.
heartfelt jog.
A heartfelt jog. You take off down through the streets to investigate this sudden panic and chaos. It is like fighting your way upstream through the crowd of fleeing people. The crowd breaks, and you turn a corner to see the town square is ahead of you. It is typically a pleasant park full of strolling townsfolk, but now it is a battlefield.
Oh.
You arrive just in time to see a town guardsman standing against a huge wave of sludge-colored water. That belches forth from the fountain in the town square. His screams are cut short as he is engulfed by this foul water. Then you notice that this freak incident is more strange than even your initial assumption, as the wave of water turns towards you, keeping its form and shape, and a mouth forms right where its head would be on this huge creature, and a gurgling cry of challenge fills the air. And that is where we'll take a short break.
Wait, before we take the break,
how do we fight
please
water?
tell me, please just vocalize
Yes.
the gurgling sound
I
of a
don't
challenge.
wish to do that
Please?
at this time.
Please
Maybe when we come back, I'll be more prepared to gurgle.
I wanna
Doesn't
jump to-
Sirenscape have a
I don't
gurgly
know.
vocalization
Does Sirenscape-
monster button?
I don't know. I think more importantly right now,
I think more importantly,
we
is-
need to
real
get
quick, hang on.
shout. What?
How come you sighed when you heard about this?
Because that's more magic crap.
More magic crap. Crag hates magic crap.
I need magical runes in my hammer so I can fight magic crap.
It's okay.
Go ahead,
Crag.
Soon, Crag.
Thank you everyone for watching us. Please go like our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/dragons and stuff, and watch us every Friday night live.